Welcome back to Eurofootball Daily, where today we'll be looking into some of the best youth academies Europe has to offer. 10. Olympique Lyon. At the turn of the century, Lyon were gearing up to become a powerhouse of Europe. In 2002, they won their first Liga trophy, then went on to win a record-breaking 7 titles in a row, raising them to the 4th most successful team in France. During that time, they helped build the careers of the likes of Essien, Malouda and Eric Abidal, to name a few. But since 2008, they have not won a domestic title, and with the rise of the financial giant that is PSG, it doesn't look like that is going to happen anytime soon. But for a lack of trophies, they have still produced at the highest level when it comes to bringing up talent. Lacazette, Martial, Umtiti, Tolisso, Player and Fekir have all come through the under-15s to succeed abroad, along with the jewel in the crown Benzema, who won 4 Liga titles during his time with Lyon before winning 4 Champions Leagues with Real Madrid. Still producing with the likes of Aouar and Anthony Lopez shining for the first team, and with Ryan Cherki filtering into the squad at just 16, Lyon's academy looks to carry on this tradition of producing top quality talent. 9. Schalke. For all of Schalke's domestic shortcomings of late, they, like Lyon, have maintained focus on developing youth into world-class talent. In 2011, Schalke changed their structure, splitting into 2 sections, under-9s to under-15s and under-16s to under-23s. The older section sees a change in mentality as they see it as the start of competitive sport, hiring specialised coaches and 4 DFB A licence holder coaches to ensure quality whilst also playing in the highest league possible at all levels. Dinappen had 4 World Cup winners in Germany's 2014 triumph in Howardez, Draxler, Neuer and Ozil, having players in the last 8 Bundesliga winners, and if we're counting PSG and Liverpool for this season, the last 3 Ligue 1 and Premier League titles. And once again, along with producing talent for other sides, they still produce for themselves, with Weston McKennie and local lad Ahmed Gattuso featuring heavily as David Wagner tried to lift them back into European competition. Just before we move on to number 8, if you're not already subscribed to Eurofootball Daily, please slap that red button and the notification bell so you never miss a video. Slap it. 8. Sporting Clube de Portugal. To Portugal now, where the crown of the top academy has to go to Sporting CP. Of the starting 11 of Portugal's Euro 2016 final win over France, 8 had come through the Avalad Youth Academy, along with 2 of the 3 substitutions. To further add to national team triumph, it's also the academy that brought through both of Portugal's 2 Ballon d'Or winners in Figo and Cristiano Ronaldo. As impressive as it has been, they have been making strides to further improve, creating a partnership with Internacional in Brazil, who themselves have an impressive list of academy graduates, with Alisson and Alexandre Pato some of the players on this list. A brilliant academy that for decades has produced top quality Portuguese talent. Alvalade could now help bring a new generation of Brazilian players to Europe, a scary thought for the rest of Liga NOS. 7. Ajax. What more can be said about Ajax's academy? Possibly the world's most famous youth system, the Amsterdam-based club have seen some of history's best players step through. This includes Marco van Basten and Johan Cruyff, who share 6 Ballon d'Ors between them, with the latter revolutionising football as we know it. Not only that, but the philosophy of keeping the heart of the first team still holds to this day. 5 of Ajax's starting 11 versus Tottenham in their Champions League semi-final were all from their youth team, with Tottenham also fielding 3 graduates themselves and none from their own. This constant creation of top quality talent has seen them as a selling club, earning an incredible amount of money through departures. Since 2007, there has only been 1 year in which they've spent more money than they earned in transfers. Meanwhile, their most lucrative window was in 1920, which saw both De Ligt and De Jong leave for a staggering £144 million. A team with youth development and nurture at his heart, expect Ajax to be on every top academy list for decades to come. 6. Arsenal. During Arsenal's peak years, their academy produced some of the country's finest talent. Tony Adams, Martin Keown, Paul Merson, Andy Cole and Ray Parlour. But for some years it dropped off, along with their domestic success. but in recent seasons, we're seeing talent emerge that could put them once again amongst the world's best. Their current squad is littered with exciting talent from the Academy, with Nketiah, Reece Nelson, Joe Willett, Maitland-Niles, and probably most exciting, Bukayo Saka. But it's the players they let go too early that have really shone. Szczesny was on the receiving end of a lot of mockery at his time with the Gunners, but has proved his worth after his shock move to Juventus, where he's picked up 2 Serie A titles and is on his way to his 3rd. Serge Gnabry is another one let go too soon, having left in 2017, a year on from an unsuccessful loan spell at West Brom under Tony Pulis. Gnabry has now gone on to show his worth in the Bundesliga, where he is filling the gap left by Arjen Robben, and at just 24 years old, there's much more to come. 5. Bayern Munich. World Cup winners in 3 generations, with Beckenbauer winning the trophy as both player and manager, countless players with Bundesliga titles, and the production of world-class players from the 1950s all the way to the modern era. In 2006, they took measures to ensure that this continues, investing €70 million into the Bayern campus, a 30-hectare facility that will not only host its football, but its basketball, handball, and table tennis teams. It's home to 8 pitches, a 2,500-seater stadium, a beach soccer court, accommodation for players outside of Munich, all in sight of the Allianz Arena. Having opened in 2017, we'll have to wait to see the benefits, with the 2030 World Cup squad the main aim. Not only do Bayern have amazing facilities in Germany, they have been creating football schools in Ethiopia, Singapore, South Korea, Thailand, China, and the USA. With the already impressive youth system being modernised and now globally available, Bayern have future-proofed their academy success. 4. Athletic Bilbao. The 1911 Copa del Rey was a competition that would change the future of Athletic Bilbao. Disputes over fielding foreign players in the competition saw Deportivo La Coruña withdraw before its start, and when Bilbao played their first game against Fortuna Vigo, they came under fire as Real Sociedad claimed they illegally selected 2 English players in their side. The Football Federation rejected the claims. Sociedad became the second team to withdraw, and Bilbao, who decided not to play those 2 players for the rest of the competition, went on to lift the trophy. Because of the outcry, Bilbao decided to only source players from the Basque region, and 108 years later, this tradition still stands strong. With the population of the Basque Country around 3 million, nearly a third less than London, it's astonishing that they, along with Real Madrid and Barcelona, have never been relegated from La Liga as a founding member. Despite not winning a major trophy since 1984, when they won a league and cup double, they have maintained competitive in La Liga, even reaching the Europa League final in 2012, all with spending £94 million in the last 10 years on transfers, having more than doubled that in sales of Xavi Martinez, and Herrera, Aymeric Laporte, and Kepa Arrizabalaga. 3. Manchester United. Without a shadow of a doubt the best academy in England, Manchester United, like Bayern Munich, have for generations produced world-class talent that have helped the club to domestic and European glory. Alan Hansen's now infamous words of "you can't win anything with kids" was blown out of the water with 20 years of English dominance, with the class of '92 at the core of the team. Ryan Giggs is the perfect example. Having been pinched out of Manchester City's youth academy by Sir Alex Ferguson himself, he went on to win 13 Premier League titles in a 20-year span, from their first in the Premier League era to their most recent. And in the post-Fergie era, this still stands true, with Rashford, Lingard, Mason Greenwood, Scott McTominay, and most recently Brandon Williams in the first team. Players like Michael Keane, Josh King, Dwight McNeil, and Dean Henderson playing a big part in other Premier League sides, and not forgetting Paul Pogba, a truly world-class talent who, at 26, has already reached the peaks of footballing success. 2. Real Madrid. Despite Real Madrid being well known for their purchasing of world-class talent, La Fabrica has been somewhat quietly turning out quality talent for decades. With crosstown rival Atletico benefiting the most, with current players like Saul Niguez, Alvaro Morata, Mario Hermoso, and Marcos Llorente all having come through, not to mention Atleti legend Juan Fran. But they do also produce talent for themselves, with the current first team players Nacho, Vasquez, Mariano Diaz, Valverde and Rodrigo all having come through La Fabrica, the same number as Barcelona's current first team. Some of Real's most legendary players have joined them from a young age, Guti, who won 3 Champions Leagues and 5 league titles, Raul, who holds the most appearances and second most goals, as well as 1 more league title than Guti. And finally, Iker Casillas, who despite leaving on a sad note, had a glamorous career with Los Blancos, reaching the pinnacle of goalkeeping. Even when the Galacticos policy is in full flow, Real Madrid have always maintained one of the world's best academies. 1. Barcelona. It's genuinely frightening the talent that has come out of La Masia. Even when Lionel Messi is removed from the list, we're still left with the likes of Xavi, Iniesta, Puyol, Piqué, Valdez, Busquets and Alba. The core of arguably the greatest club side ever with their treble in 2009 under the guidance of La Masia graduate Pep Guardiola. A model that has been envied and replicated by the likes of Manchester City, La Masia has been heralded as the greatest footballing academy in the world for decades. But in recent years they have had major issues, being sanctioned in 2014 for illegally signing players under the age of 18, meaning they had to let go of Onana, Ajax's phenomenal keeper, Poveda, who moved to Manchester City and now Leeds, and Kubo, who was snapped up by Real Madrid. And since then they have had a flurry of young talent leave. Xavi Simons, Eric Garcia, Alex Grimaldo and most notably Dani Olmo decided that their careers would benefit away from Barcelona. A worrying sign for the future of what used to be the most elite footballing school. So those were our top 10 academies around Europe. Have we missed out any others? Please let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, please click on screen right now and don't forget to like and subscribe.